Hi everybody and welcome to our Student Social Network webcast. My name's Amber and I'll be your host for today. And if I just introduce our panel first of all, we have Danny, Farah and Matt with
Hello.
us. Hi. So first of all, I'm just going to pass you over to Danny and he's going to tell you a bit more about our webcast.
Okay everyone, like she said, we've got a webcast which is a monthly broadcast for you guys. You can send your questions in using any of the information that you'll see on the screen throughout this broadcast, throughout this webcast. Basically you can text in your questions, you can text the keyword SSN, you can tweet your questions at hhc_ssn. You'll be able to go on Facebook, there'll be a board under where this video is on YouTube. So there's loads of different ways that you can get your questions to us so that we can sort of address them or answer them for you. Okay, so that's basically what the webcast is. Is there anything else you want to add, you guys?
No, we just think it's really important that you realise it's a really good idea and tool for you to get involved in college life. You can't always make it to other things like being a rep or SLT. So really use this. It's about you and it's for you. So.
And also, if you want to get involved, feel free to come along.
We love guest speakers.
Yeah, so the first item on our agenda today is the induction that you students have just gone through and welcome week. So if I just pass you over to the panel again and we'll have a bit of a chat.
Well, the induction and welcome week are always part of the busiest times of the year really. So it's where we get everyone obviously through the doors into the right groups, into the right classes, and on the teacher side, on the admin side, it's very hectic. I mean, what's it like for a student, Matt?
I noticed within the first week, or well, the first day of being back, that there was IT issues, and there was also bursary issues with students' bursary cards actually not working for about 2-3 weeks. That issue is hopefully now sorted, and everyone can use these bursary cards, and all bursaries should be inputted onto the cards, so they should have the amount that they should have. The IT issues is an ongoing problem, but the server is back up and running after the big power surge it received. But we're all doing all right now.
Yeah, we've got an update on the IT one later on actually, so that'll be a good thing to address. Faz, we've got what's on?
Yeah, so for us, some of you may have been down to our induction welcome week, which is our freshers week. So there were over half a dozen stalls at each campuses promoting services that would be useful for you on and off campus. Lots of students came down and got involved. We had really good feedback from the organisations that came in and students. For us, we will be doing a What's On every week. So every Friday, if you go on It's Learning, there will be a nice little timetable with a lovely blue sign that says What's On, and you can find out about what's happening on college the next week, from sports and enrichment activities to games activities to anything like if we've got a week coming up, a focus week like UCAS week, anything like that. So it's important you have a look at the What's On, and if there's anything you want to add in that maybe you're up to, you can let us know with the email as Daniel mentioned before. And we can add it on as well. So keep your eyes peeled for what's on. It's on It's Learning.
Yeah, fab, thank you. So now we're just going to move over to our principal, Derek O'Toole. He's just got a few words to say to the students.
My name is Derek O'Toole and I'm the college principal. I would like to welcome you all to Huppet Hall College. Your time at the college is important to us and to you as we work together to realising your goals and realising your ambitions. We're an ambitious college here and we hope you are as ambitious. At the college we are dedicated, committed and focused to you as learners as you work towards realising your goals. Your views are vitally important to us, so please make use of the class representative system, the student leadership team and most importantly, join the network. I look forward to meeting you all throughout the year as we work towards realising your ambitions. Thank you.
Okay, so that's the principal, Derek. We've got a lot of principal related things, so we've got Meet the Principal and Principal Welcome.
Yes, we have. So you know, we're quite fortunate at this college to have a principal like Derek. He gets involved, he's really active. If you want to come down and meet him, you can meet him on the 21st of October at our Meet the Principal. It's going to be held in the social spaces at Rochdale and Middleton. At Middleton it's going to be 12 till 1 and at Rochdale 2 till 3. Now we have posters up everywhere. We have them in your social space, outside the LRC and just generally around college. So if you need information and you're not accessing it this way or off It's Learning or what's on, make sure you keep your eyes peeled for the posters that are always up. So Meet the Principal is a good chance for you to come and meet Derek. He'd introduce himself, but you can ask him any questions, any burning issues you've got at the moment as a student. And also 3 times a year we have a principal's question time. I won't give you the dates for them because you'll probably all forget. But again, keep your eyes peeled for posters, and we will put them up around college so you can have a look. But he's definitely worth meeting. If you've got any issues, come down and have a chat with him. You've been to a few meet the principals and principal question time.
I think I've been to everything so far throughout the year. So Derek is really a good. Neil said president then. We'll go president.
We'll go president.
He's a good president. If you just go up to him in the corridors, he'll gladly speak to you if he's got the time. He'll never ignore you. So just make sure you go up and ask any questions that you've got. Really.
I'm well scared of Derek. Always have
He's
been.
great.
But yeah, he is great. The posters that you'll see around the campus with advertisements for Principal's Question Time, advertisements for this webcast, they'll usually be what we call augmented reality, which means you can download an app. I think we use Layar, which is Layar, and it's for Android phones, iPhones. So you can download the app and you can scan those posters and get additional information. So when you scan it, a video might pop up of us lot, or it might sort of give you a like button, give you dates to when these things are actually going on. So do download the app and start looking at these posters. You'll see a little logo on every poster telling you, it'll be on the bottom of the poster somewhere, just letting you know that it's an augmented reality poster. Okay, so that's something to definitely look out for. Keep your eyes peeled for them posters.
Yeah. So our next agenda item is student leadership team recruitment that's been going on for the past couple of weeks. If I just pass over to Farah, she'll have a bit more information about that.
Yes, thank you, Amber. So our student leadership team, it's really, really useful for yourself and for the college to be part of this team. This team deals with overall issues that affect college life. So it's not like a student rep who just does curriculum, it's about everything else. Now, the perks of being on a student leadership team, which I'm sure Matthew will fill you in on in a minute, but there are lots. Number one, you get to be part of the college life, you get to have that more impact and experience. It's also really good for your CV, if you're looking for a reference or just to get involved in some other voluntary and maybe haven't got time outside of college. So to be on the leadership team, there's an application form. Most of this has already been done, but if you are still interested, we always usually keep a couple of spaces spare for late applications, so you can contact us on the email and apply. We do application form, and then you're coming for a mini interview, and we do interview everybody because it is a really important team that you're going to be on. So unfortunately, not everybody gets a place. If you do, you're very lucky, but it's just really adds to your student experience. I think you can probably add on from that, Matthew.
Yeah. I've been on SLT now, this is my 4th year, so I've done pretty much all you can do in SLT. You can start off with, SLT is basically as much as you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. You can sit on disciplinary hearings, you can work with external companies, go and do talks. I'm going to the National Coming Out Day next week, where I'm doing a talk about my story. There is also, you can gain qualifications. I've gained a qualification in philosophical inquiry, where I am an equality ambassador. So there is lots of ways to get involved. It's as much as you want to get involved, really.
I didn't know that you were a quality ambassador. What's
Yes.
one of them?
Being able to... I'm trying to...
You don't know, do you?
It's
Quality ambassador is no idea.
It's the word in it. It's control a group conversation based on equality. Amber is one as well. Amber's gained that qualification too.
Oh, qualified are we? And you get a badge.
And the badge.
Yeah.
And the badge.
Cool
Nice.
badge.
Always the best thing. Everybody loves a badge.
Yeah, so moving on slightly now, we're just going to have a bit of a chat about Hopwood Hall College's facilities and everything that you students can access while you're here.
Okay, so we have numerous facilities within the college. We'll start with the sports arena. So the sports arena consists of sort of 5-a-side football, a gym. I don't really do fitness that often, so there's fitness stuff that goes on there.
Lots of classes you can access.
Yeah, Zumba.
Zumba, Metafit, spinning, and absolutely a variety of things. And also in the new park side, which is all free weights. I've not been in there myself, but apparently it's amazing.
You see who the fitness bum is, can't we?
Yeah, I go to the spinning classes and everything else. But so there's lots of new equipment that's been put up at the sports arena, and the changing has just been redone, and I can say they are very, very nice. Quite impressed with them.
Yeah, it is free as well. So for if you're a student, the gym membership's free. You can, like I say, you can do 5-a-side. There's a lot of enrichment activities, and we also have a college sports maker, and he'll sort of gather information of what sports you want to do, and he'll put some of those on. Is it Craig Hopkins?
Yeah, Craig Hopkins. So if you've got any questions for him, or if you feel like there is an enrichment that you would like to attend to, again, email us in, tweet, Facebook, whatever it is, and we can pass the message on to him.
As well as the arena, we also have an IT tech shop, which is basically a cheap place where you guys can buy memory sticks, a cheap computer, which is one that's been here. It's like a pre-owned computer, so ex-college machines. But they are pretty cheap. I've seen some that are about £40 for a machine. And if you don't have a computer at home or your computer goes bust, then obviously you're really going to want to finish your homework, aren't you? So you can,
Of course.
yeah, duh. So you can purchase a machine and get and crack on. It's all cost price, so they don't really make any profit in there. So like I say, it's cheaper than most outlet stores. You should definitely check out the IT tech shop. Have you guys been?
No. If it's that cheap, I'll be there.
It is.
Yeah, it's really good, and they offer quite a lot. I know the shop hasn't fully opened yet, but from what I've seen, it's really good. And the IT guys in there are fantastic. So any little issues that you've got, any questions, you know, you can just bob in and ask. So it's a really good service, I think. Really, really positive for the college to have.
Yeah, I do know it's set to open on the 30th of next month.
Yeah.
So and they do repairs as well. So when your computer goes bust, they can repair it.
Speaking about service, don't forget the Riverside restaurant.
Yes.
You can't forget about
I wonder who works there.
Yeah, just me.
Amazing food.
At lunchtime, it's 3 courses for £10. At evening, it's 4 courses for £25. Throughout the year, there is the theme evenings, which are £25 also, which also have a variety of dishes. We have World War I Remembrance Day dinner coming up soon.
Cool.
In the salon, you can have your hair done. That you can have beauty. What do you call them?
You can get your nails done, manicure,
that's
pedicure, makeup done, media makeup, lots of things. If you're going for a night out, your makeup, absolutely fantastic facilities. I can say that because I've used quite a few of them, and they're really, really good, and the staff are very professional and make your experience really nice.
But they also offer packages such as prom packages, wedding packages, summer packages. And the one thing to remember about all these facilities that the college offer is that you can use your bursary.
Yeah. The salon as well, you do get 10% off, I think it is.
Yeah, you do.
So you get 10% off, and they do massages and stuff like that. I get my hair done there, so it's obviously pretty cool. That's a good style.
And your makeup.
I'm bringing it back. Yeah.
Like a
yeah,
comedy show.
I had to have my makeup done for this, right? And somebody got out of it because they were in lesson. That's a rubbish excuse.
As you said, I'm beautiful anyway.
Just some other facilities, obviously, Rochdale last year got their new social space, and that was consulted with the students about how they wanted that. This year, Middleton have got theirs. I know there's been a few questions about why the interactive TV and the Xbox and the Wii aren't in yet. That will be done very soon. It's because there's been a lot of building work and electrical issues, so they will be being input into social space. But the general feedback we've had from the Middleton social space is that it's really good, and it's nice to have somewhere nice and clean and tidy to sit, not like last year's. So that's good. And again, any suggestions of other things that you would like in either of the social spaces, Facebook, tweet, email us. It's important that we get to know what you want. And in the both of the social spaces, we will be doing a student experience. So it'll be a drop-in session where you can just come down, feedback your experiences about college, really informally. You don't have to leave your name or anything. Positive and good, you know, there are a lot of positive and negative, but you know, there are a lot of positives as well about the college. So again, look out for the signs and posters for that, for the drop-in sessions.
It's all positive and good at this college.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Fab. So what we would usually have at this point in the webcast would be a question and answer session, but unfortunately because it's their first one, we've not actually got many questions. One of the burning questions that we have been asked from a lot of students that Matthew actually touched on before was why is the IT system so different to last year's. So we do actually have a recording of our IT manager Les, who can tell you a bit more about that.
My name's Les Douthwaite, I'm Head of IT at Hopwood Hall College. Over the last 6 months we've been planning and implementing our latest infrastructure refresh. We've made considerable investment into new technology, into new infrastructure, new server infrastructure, new storage arrays, and we have upgraded the speed at which our network communicates, so the speed at which our devices all talk to each other. We've implemented the latest in Hyper-V, Microsoft's Hyper-V technology, to use existing kit to deliver a new solution using old kit that we had, which has re-energised the old kit and delivering a solution which is far superior to the solution that we had previously. We now deliver storage in excess of 10 times more storage than we had before, and our compute power is over 200 times the compute power that we had before in terms of processing power, memory and functionality. In delivering the solution using the high-end servers and the high-end compute power that we now have, we can now deliver a much more graphically intense session, especially for our games development team and our ICT students who require and demand a much heavier processing power, a much heavier graphical interface and a much faster response. So we now have collections tailored and specified to adapt and to cope with this high demand in compute power, which means that we can now deliver e-learning and we can deliver classroom sessions using the thin client machines rather than having to use desktops in all instances, which in most cases the thin clients now deliver a faster solution than the actual desktops themselves. Using Microsoft's Office 365, we now deliver, every student and every member of staff has the ability to view their emails using Office 365 from home and from the office. This also means that they have OneDrive, which gives every member of our staff, again, and every student, 1 terabyte of space in the cloud where they can store their work, which they can access from home and they can access from wherever they are. This means that they're not reliant upon having to remote desktop into college to view the work or to do work. We also have Microsoft's apps online, so if you store a document in your OneDrive, you can use Word or Excel online to view and edit these documents, which takes away the need for any students to have any type of office software installed on their machines. So if the students go away on holiday, for instance, and well, maybe they wouldn't, but if they did go away on holiday and wanted to catch up with some work and they had internet access from anywhere, then they could do their work from anywhere. This year we've started to implement classrooms with versatility. We have desks now that can be used for group-based learning, and then we also have these classrooms that can be turned into IT suites. The desks slide away and then the monitors come out of the desk, which has given us a big benefit in terms of flexibility and space in the classroom. In conjunction with this, we have delivered for the games courses in the high-end requirements that the games, when they're rendering video and rendering design, we have implemented 75 high-end machines with very powerful GPUs and very powerful machines to facilitate the requirements of these learners.
Okay, so that was Les. He's our head of IT, and he's the man behind all of these new systems, and everything that's been done over the summer break is pretty much all down to him and our IT team, and they've done such an amazing job because the amount of work that's been done and the amount of equipment that's gone in is a lot. I mean, for them to get that done in the time they have done is a really, they've been working sort of all night sometimes, they've been here till 11 o'clock other times, and they've put the hours in, so they do definitely deserve a bit of a well done for that. The systems, like Les said in the video, you do have your OneDrive, which is your sort of documents in the cloud. Have you guys seen this OneDrive yet? Have you been on it? You not seen it?
No.
OneDrive, right? I'll tell you about OneDrive. It's fantastic. You can store your work onto OneDrive, which is the cloud, which same place you'll access your student emails. You can go home, and even if you don't have Office on your home computer, so if you've not purchased an Office license or it's not on your system from when you've bought it, you can edit your work free on OneDrive. So like an internet version of Word will pop up, or an internet version of Excel or PowerPoint or OneNote, and you can edit those on your phone. There's a phone app. You can access it from anywhere in the world, providing you've got an internet connection, and it's just fantastic. You can share and collaborate with other sort of your classmates. So you can invite somebody, or send a link to them on one document, and decide whether you want them to just view it or to just edit it. So if you're in a group activity, say you're delivering a presentation in front of the class, all the members of your group can work on one PowerPoint, which is just shared on one person's OneDrive. So it's definitely worth getting to know. There's a lot of information on it, learning about it, and it's definitely start using it. It's fantastic. If all your files are stored on there, that means they're not stored on our college systems, and then sort of next year, I know that Matt's had an issue with losing his work at some point, and that just gets rid of all of that. So it is fantastic. We've had new games machines for your games design students, and these machines are like £1,000 something each. They're in these really funky desks which you saw on the video, and they pull out and the screen comes up, and absolutely amazing. I think Les calls it efficiency or space efficiency, something like that. He's got long words that we don't use, but they're absolutely fantastic. So definitely invest some time in OneDrive.
There you go, that's your task of the week.
Yeah, get on OneDrive, man.
Objective.
SLT OneDrive, that's what we're going to do.
So thanks guys, that's the end of our webcast for today. As Danny said before, we will be holding this monthly. I'll just let him tell you a bit about how you can ask us questions.
Okay, so as we touched on at the beginning, and you've seen the little strip coming up throughout the webcast, you can contact us via text message using the keyword SSN, via Twitter at hhc_SSN. We've got a Facebook site which we'll give you the details for under in the discussion board under here. We've got the discussion board under here, so you can always ask your questions through there. There's so many different ways that you can contact us to find out some information, to ask us, to give us your opinion. If you think that something could be done better or changed, let's hear it. You know, if we start getting loads and loads of questions, then we might not be able to touch on them all, but we will start sort of picking out at random. We'll get Amber on her phone so she can look at the Twitter account and we can read them out live to you.
I think it's important to remind you that this webcast is for you. It's about Learn a Voice. It's about you getting a chance to express what you want. So we can only do as much with the information if you're not giving it us. So if you're giving us good information and what you want and what you'd like to see, then we can go away. We can't have everyone's ideas, but we'll try and get around as many questions, answers, suggestions. If you think something should be themed or whatever it may be, it is really important. It is your college and it is your voice.
As well as all the other ways to get involved, you can also pull one of the student governors or student leadership team. As me and Ryan are always around, I'm at Rochdale, Ryan's at Middleton. Feel free to pull us and ask us any questions that you want to put forward for the webcast, and we'll gladly bring them along.
Yeah, Ryan has a cool badge and all.
Everyone's got a badge.
Okay, so is that it?
Yeah, that's everything. Thanks for joining us.
And don't forget, join the network!